I guess in this video lecture, I'm going to discuss about sorted input in joiner transformation. So this is the video lecture 37 of this Informatica class series. So let's see about the sorted input in joiner transformation. So opening there and thereafter selecting this mapping designer. And here the next is, so this here source going to use the escort connection. This is the target. The next is let's create here new mapping. So m underscore sorted input joiner is my mapping name. So using here emp and dpt. So let's take the joiner transformation and selecting this all column, and thereafter the next is let's select this threes and dragging inside the joiner. Thereafter let's go on this joiner transformation. This here property you can see, and this here sorted input inside the joiner transformation. So first time I'm running the mapping without using joiner transformation, sorted input. So let's give here the condition. So condition giving here dpt number that's come inside the master source and here on this detail source. So this EMP that's considered as a detail source, and this here, this EMP is details and dpt is the master source. Let's take the target. So this target here, selecting this all, and here save the mapping. And now let's go on this workflow manager. So workflow manager, let's take the session, and this here mapping is m sorted input joiner. Let's go on this mapping here. This come from escort. So giving the escort connection, and this come from escort also. The same source that I'm using, and the dummy that's come from HR, no need to change, and here this truncate enabling, and without changing anything, let's run the session. So let's take the task and now stabilize the link, save that. Thereafter, let's start the task here. Now this you can see, or this mapping and session succeeded there. Let's go on this statistics. Here you can see EMP that has 14 rows, dpt 5, and 14 rows that's loaded inside the dummy. The next thing is here. So the mapping runs successfully, but if I go on this properties, selecting the sorted input, let's apply OK. Now save that, and thereafter let's do refresh mapping and start the task. Start the task. So here you can see this is now this failed, the session failed. So let's check the detail about why the session get failed. So here you can see this is joiner transformation, create their index cache and data cache. And let's go to the point why the session failed. So here, now you can see this place. Joiner transformation input not sorted. So here, joiner input is, the joiner transformation is not receiving sorted input. Okay, so this message that I'm getting, and if I scroll down, here you can see input or this values and fatal error that's come inside the JNR TRNS, the error that's come inside the joiner transformation. Okay, and here fatal transformation, and this is the reason. The reason is input is joiner transformation is not receiving the sorted input, so that the error that's come there. And if I go on this properties here, if I click there, so it defines whether the input data are sorted. So if you check that, that means joiner consider that the input data that's coming in the sorted format. So input data that here reading by the janitor husband in the sorted format. But there is no any sorted there. If I go on this preview data, so let's select here escort and here escort tiger. So condition that's based on the DPT number, and here you can see DPT number 1010, then this is random order. So this here input data is not sorted there. And if I go on this DPT here, let's go on this preview data. So give the password, then you can see this also in the random order. This is not sorted. So what we need to do, so here if you are going to use the sorted input, so first we need to sort the data. So here if you are using relational table, then you can get here number of sorted port. So giving of 1, so that here making DPT number in the ascending order. So let's make that on this top position, and here if you give there 1, so this will sort the column 1. Okay, so DPT is in op is there, so this here sort the DPT number or records or the values. The same with here if you are using the second, so this port is 1 position, here DPT number is also not in the sorted format. Simply you need to give there 1. Then here this or this here or this DPT number that is sorted format, and this here get the sorted format. So both sorted record that go there inside the joiner transformation, and after that here record that gonna check. If that's same, then load the record. If not same, then here not load the record. And here sorted input, this check option, that means joiner consider think that the input that's received by the source qualifier or any other transformation that is in sorted format. Okay. So now let's save that, and here this refresh the mapping, and here now start the task. So when you click on this start task, this time there is no any problem with that. Here you can see this succeeded. And now if I click there, here you can see 14.5 and here 14, that's loaded into the dummy table. Okay, so when session get failed, so this is the reason data is not receiving in the sorted format. So when you are using a relational table, okay, then this here you can get this properties enable. But if you are using the flat file, then what you need to do? So let's delete the mapping first and going to take the flat file. So let's take there AMP is the flat file first, and here DPT is the flat file second. And here since in the flat file you cannot see a number of sorted ports are disabled there. So for this one you need to use the rank transformation. So rank transformation. So let's drag there, and here. So since we will compare the ports on this DPT number basis, so this going to make adds key, and here you can see this joiner next is joiner that receive the data on this ascending order. So the same thing applying with this the next transformation. Here you can also see inside the properties number of sorted port or disabled. So let's take there another sorted transformation. Sorted transformation, and let's drag there, and here DPT numbers we will compare with master and here detail source. So now this here DPT number, both DPT number that is in sorted format. After that, let's take their joiner transformation, selecting this all and stabilizing the link, and thereafter the next is for this one. Oh my god. Okay, I did this ascending order. We should make on this DPT number, as this will create the problem. Now thereafter here let's go on this condition. Condition must be there. You can give multiple condition, only one condition that I'm going to give here. So this debit number. And now let's take their one target table, and there, here, this is the target. And now stabilize the link between these twos. And now save that. Here you can see mapping is valid. Now let's go on this workflow manager, and this we need to refresh that and save here. And now let's go. So this here is the file. So we need to give the file location, source file directory, and on the desktop this is your flat file, and let's copy. So let's give the source file directory location, and here the next source file directory, and thereafter let's go on this dummy. So we need to make that normal, and there let's truncate for previous record if there is. So this will terminate there. So this case sensitive, and here this is the joiner normal join, and here this, and here you can see sorted input is not to enable. So let's apply it there, and let's save that. So if you enable this sorted input, so joiner what exactly think that the value or the rows that's receiving from the other transformation, the data that's getting in the sorted format. Okay, the data that getting by the other transformation inside the joiner, that is in sorted. So there is no any the problem will not come there. And if you start the task, then you can see here the mapping succeeded, and here you can see this numbers of rows that's loaded there, or 15 from EMP, 10 from flat file, and here matching record that's displaying. So if the source is flat file, then you should use the sorted transformation. Use the sorted transformation. Then you can do the, then you can get here the expected output by using joiner. And if the relational table, then better use number of sorted port. So I hope guys this video is helpful for you. So now this video is over. So thanks for watching. See you next week. Thank you.